Welcome back, ladies and gents. As I said in the last episode, I set up tents or beds. Everybody is healed. We're ready to go. And we're going to keep heading towards this ruin here. Hopefully. Let's see how that works out. Looks like there's some metal structures down in here. That is a hand. Is that a... They stopped also. Let me try again. Kang is caught on something, it looks like. Kang, can you move? There you go, buddy. Everybody get right here. Let's try again. Come on, Kang. There was a comic I read in the 70s, maybe. That makes me think, looking at this, that's what I think of. There were a giant robot. I can't remember what the comic was about. When I say comic, I'm talking about actual comic books. I remember I used to read them very daily in the 60s and 70s. And I can't remember the name of it, but there was some comic that had this that looked like this in it. And I can't remember what it was. I also can't see. Let me get in closer so I can see what's going on down here. Absolutely giant robots, I guess. Why are you hobbling? Who is that? Oh, that's Griffin in his leg. Okay. Artificial leg. You still with us, King? Yeah. The camera's going to freak out a little bit here as we go through these places. Not really much I can do about... Oh, we're here. Okay, let's go all down here. And then let's have Joe run up and see what we're dealing with. This is locked. It is... All right, Moo. 49, Griffin, 53. So Moo... Even though it's just a very small amount, come up here and let's have you pick lock. That was easy enough. Let's go take a gander. I don't know if I can see. Okay, I don't see any critters, any spiders in here that are active. I don't need any of that. No food. Again, I don't think I've ever found food in these items, but I can't help myself but to check. Let's go see what's up top. One spider here. I think I'll just have Joe attack it. We'll have Moo as backup in case he doesn't make it. And make sure he's got the correct weapon and she's got the correct weapon. Although, one of the things I did while I was waiting for them to heal is, for example, Stone his strength went up to 70. I wasn't really monitoring it very much, but that's way more than I meant to just get him maybe to 50. But at any rate, I took all the heavy generator cores off of him and put them on other people that had low strength. I think I just put them on the lowest strength characters. I don't know who the other one was. Swift. Swift had the lowest strength out of everything, so he's loaded up with this stuff, and you can see now he has 83% encumbrance. And also some of the characters, Griffin had some low strength, at least he wasn't 50. 50 was my goal. So I gave him some stuff, and I took these steel bars that weigh 4 kilograms each off of other characters that were carrying them. I don't remember. I think Jaglonger and Hotlongs had a bunch of them because they were building bolts at the time. So I just distributed them amongst everybody to try and get some strength while we're just doing our daily routine. All right. Oh, no, Jaglonger. I don't want you up here. Let's go ahead and have Joe engage this thing and see if he can do any damage. Right here. And Moo, you come here to watch. 26. Armor mitigated 83. He's doing 70 per hit. He's hitting the forelegs, already hit the chest there. Woo, he did it. What did he suffer? He got beat up. Let's put this back on fast speed. Go over here. Let's deactivate that thing. Also, I want you to run down. I want you to trade with Ferdinand. I want you to get 2. We'll get 3. Come back up here and build these camp beds right here. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. And you lie down on that one. Now we're going to have Griffin come up. Griffin, you have the correct weapon. You're just very heavy. And let's see what's up here on this one. Oh, there's one. Okay, there's 3 up here. I might need to bring Swift and Bataille up here. And I might even need more than that. Let's get them up here and see what happens. Hopefully, none of these people, notice they're really encumbered. Swift is 83% encumbered, but Bataille is 59. But we're gonna try. Crossbow is 61. Yeah, these are still in the early 60s. So I'm gonna bring all 4 of these guys up. We'll see if we can get a spider down. How do I want to do this? I think just like this. There we go. And you're all on hold and all on ranged. Correct. All right, Griffin, you come over here, buddy. And Bataille, you come over here. And Swift, you come over here. Out of the way, out of the line of fire. All right, Moo, let's see what you can get to follow you down. Well, there you go, right there. Come down here. These guys are letting them have it. I'm going to slow the speed down. Let's get... There you go. Those crossbows really make a difference. Look at that. All right, you're not going to reboot, buddy. We're going to deactivate you. Pick up. Move over here out of the way. And I do want to move you also back here. All right. Move you. We're damaged a little, but we'll let you see if you can drag another one down. This one here, preferably. There he is. All right, let's come down here. Oh, they're both coming down. All right, Moo, down here you go. They killed it already, so deactivate. And your attack is 42 and Griffin is 42. Swift is 46 and 47. Well, they're better off. Okay, let's pick up you, move you all the way over here, have Griffin come over here. Griffin, which weapon do you have? That's correct. That is the correct weapon. All right, you're dead. You never picked this thing up, did you? Come back and pick it up. Let me put this back on fast. Come over here and dispose of it back here. And come and get this other one. We'll deactivate it. And then pick it up and dispose of it. Alright, now you lie down. And Griffin. No, it was Moo. You lie down. Moo, you come up here. I don't think there's any more spiders, so we'll use Moo. She needs to get some lock-picking experience. And she doesn't have any room to carry stuff, so I'm going to have... I think Swift. Swift, you come up here. And you pick that lock there, Moo. Well, that was quick. We definitely want these books. And that thing. Take all the medicine we can get. %. Not going to get much out of that either. All right, 86. This is a level 51 lock. That's she's getting really quick at it. We'll take these 5 generator cores. This little box. Now these 9 individuals. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. What's in here? And 1, 2. All right, no room. Okay, so who did I have come up here? Swift. Come over here and talk to Moo. And you just give all that stuff to her. You can hold on to this. In fact, I want to make some room here to put these over here. Because the backpack mitigates weight, and I don't want there to be any weight mitigation. What is Swift? 38, and Moo is 46. Yeah. Okay, this is good then. And last but not least, this one. Nothing in there. All right. Let's go back down here. Because we're going to need Moo to trade with Swift. And really, I'll just move 2 of those over. It's really all I'm interested in. We'll move this back here. And then I want Moo to lie down on that empty bed, and I want Swift to go trade with Ferdinand. Is her leg? Why is she? Oh, encumbered. Yeah. Okay. Go, go, go. And then we'll put all of these things. I will leave 2 on her. There we go. Yeah, food is going to start to be an issue. Let's look at Joe is healed. Moo is healed. All right, everybody's healed. Let me take them up. And Joe, pick up these backpacks. Or these, dismantle these beds and pick them up. You got all three of them? Yep. All right. Everybody go down. Everybody go downstairs. Rejoin the group. And then Joe, you talk to Ferdinand. And give him those 3 back. Okay. I want to rearrange. Running out of food here. All right. Let's look at the map. That was an ancient lab. All right. Again, I'm just heading back home. And I'm just hitting stuff on the way there. I don't think we've been to Mongrel. All right, I'm gonna go to Mongrel since we are heading back home to here, and I don't really want to go into Holy Nation land at this time. So let's just click on Mongrel right there and see where these guys go. Make sure I'm leaving no one behind, no blue dots left behind. That made me chuckle. Cameras really get wonky in these type of situations. Also, I do believe this is going to be a 2-hour video. If we get into some hectic combat and I have to rest where I can't do anything else, I will just edit that part of the video out. So when I say 2 hours, it could be a little more, it could be a little less. We'll see. Well, it'll probably be a little less because I don't think I'll just record for longer than 2 hours, but we'll see. The goal here is 2 hours. That's what my timer's set at. Fog Islands. All right, our first time coming here. Also, I want to swap back because we're not fighting spiders. So let's go back to the humanoid weapon. This weighs 16 kilograms. And these weigh 4, 8, 12. All right, so 2 of these are 8 kilograms. So let's take that out and put this 16 kilogram weapon in there because that gives them more weight. And we'll do the same thing here. And I think everybody's going to be back. Whoop, nope, Ruka. I want everybody to be back to the katanas. These are 4 kilograms. 4, 8, 12, 16, which is exactly the same as this, so it's fine because that would take up 2 slots. We're going to do it this way. There we go. That's double the weight she's carrying. I don't know, he, she, wish. The important thing is that everybody's got a katana. With the exception of Stone and Burn, because I don't have anything else to give him. We want you guys to switch back to katanas also, since we're not in that area where all those robots were. Of course, if we encounter more robotic life forms, then I will swap back again. No signs of life yet. I think in Mongrel, I will attempt to buy food and sell some of this, well, as much of this as I can. Oh, wait a minute. While I'm thinking about it, let me lock this. Burn, where are you, buddy? You don't have... I'm going to give you this. You can't wear any kind of shirt. You can only wear armor. And I don't have any armor to give you. Unfortunately. these three things here, not having the capability to wear them really sucks. I don't know why they wouldn't be able to wear a shirt, because you can slip a shirt over anything. But I'll just sell this stuff, because none of this stuff he can wear. I just want to make sure I don't have anything he can use. Well, he can use that white plate jacket. There we go. And actually, let me look at his skill, because I don't know that I ever looked at it. So he's got 16 in katanas, 13 in sabers, 15, 20, 13, and 15. His best skill is athletics, which is not surprising. All right, so I'm going to make him use this guardless katana. That's what I'm going to do. Because I want him to get some skill and perception. He's only got 2 in perception. Is it perception? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, let's continue on now that I've taken care of that. I should have done that sooner. I didn't even think about it. And of course, we're moving at this. Oh, what do we got here? Fogman attacking others. Okay. Others is going to be us. So I'm going to take off hold. You guys go here. You range troops. I'm going to take off hold for... No, leave hold on you guys. You come over here and take hold off for Tiny. Get you out of the way. And then Tiny, you come down here. Gecko, Maggie, Ruth, Sandy, and Jen. And let's just we'll slow it down just a little bit. I want to see what Stone is doing. Oh, there's not enough enemies to really spread apart everybody. It's already over with, in fact. Oh, there's more. You guys are off hold. Yeah, go do that. And let's look at burn. Back to the abyss you go, bandit. If you ask me, these guys are just glorified hivers. Oh, we got more. We'll just let them go and fight. I want Maggie to come back here. Gecko to come over here. And Sandy to come over here. And Jen right here. That's it. All right, I guess that's it. Now let's press on then towards Mongrel. I always, when I say that name, I think dog. No, please. Something going on over yonder. I thought we were already in Fog Islands. See what's going on over here. Something's not right. I don't like this one bit. Scared, eh? Turning yellow? I ain't scared. Shut up. Who was that talking? Logan. Moo says, are you scared? Joe says, I don't like this place. Something's not right. What do we got over here? Let's go see what's going on. Oh, it is a escaped servant. Oh, it's been eaten alive. All right. Well, we can't abide by that. Get up here. Just open up and do your thing. We just let everything do what they're going to do. That was it? No, there's some more. All right, while everybody's doing that, Joe, can you come over here? Is she still alive? Oh, man, no arm and no leg. Yeah, they're going to die no matter what. So should I... So I think here, the worst thing to do is to heal them and then let them die a slow death. So we'll just leave them where they are. I know it might sound cruel, but I think that's the least of the cruel options here. Because you can't kill them. I can't kill them. And if I heal them, they'll just last longer. Oh, dead. Okay, well, I don't feel good about that, but I think it was better for them. All right, we still got some running around, it looks like. We'll just let our guys do their thing. Okay. And then let's go. They're still shooting with the bows. Let's proceed on to Mongrel. Make sure we're leaving no one. We are not leaving anyone behind. Fog Islands. Difficult to see down here, isn't it? At least in the bottom of this. Looks like up top. You can probably see better. Definitely going to buy this town up, the food out of this town if they have any. One would assume they have some. It's a large town, it looks like. So you have to believe they have food. Oh, there it is right there. Who? Ooh. Shinobi. Okay, so these are the ninjas. I don't know why. Why are they wearing these? That's a gas mask of some sort, isn't it? Oh, you can talk to him. You can talk to any of them. All right, let me get everybody up here. And then see what they say. Anuga, eh? Must be tougher than you look, making it here to the city in one piece. What can you tell me about this place? People don't make a habit of visiting here. If you're lucky enough to make the Mongrel, you're stuck in Mongrel. The plus side, no one will find you in this town. If you got someone to hide from, that is. Around here, you'll find mostly outlaws and ex-slaves. Okay, thanks for the info. Oh, wait, let's see. Stuck here, any survival advice? If you're starving, keep your head down. If you're heading out, well, you should avoid the death yards altogether. The mists tend to swallow travelers up, shall we say. Okay. Same goes for the floodlands up north. That must have been where we just were, and I call it a swamp, the floodlands. If you make it out of the mist, that is, people who go to the floodlands, they don't come back. What happens to people in the death yards? No one really knows. Some reckon it's to do with evil spirits, and then you got others who believe it's in the curse of the mist. People get lost, lose their sanity, and starve to death. People here, the ones that haven't lost their minds, that is, they don't talk about the fog. What about the floodlands? A place where adventurers and treasure hunters go and never come back from. Like always, the idiots. Some say the killer machines get to them. But me, I reckon all those missing people saw something they weren't supposed to see. Sounds mysterious. I got to check that out. Yeah, right. All right, let's go inside here. Let's look and see what we got. There's a bar, engineer, bed and breakfast. Another engineer. Okay, they got everything proper here. All right, so let's just have everybody come in here. And we may be able to, while I'm searching the town, let's have you go up here and lie down. Ditto. Ditto. This was a bar after all. Anyone here need some help? We'll keep Sonya in mind. Not really. Not really. I think everybody's okay. All right, you 50. Only 50 for the bed. That's pretty good. What is this? What does he have to say? Beep. Hi, Beep. What? Never mind. Why are you following me? Beep. Did it just leave? I didn't notice that it ran off. All right, anyway, let's go in this bar. See what's available in this bar. Bug. Looks like a Scorchlander. Sheck. Infinite Wing Wang. Gecko. You can talk. I guess they're recruitable. Mongrel Bar Patron. Crumble John. This looks like a pacifier. But I can't talk to him. I can't click on him. Maybe it's just a mercenary. And then we've got Aramid. Mongrel Crazy. Outlaw. We got decent skills. Hanbu and Mongrel Bar Patron. That's it. What's upstairs? Nothing. All right, let's see if I can buy some food from the barman. Yes. Ferdinand, open up. We'll put all this food. No room. Don't give me that. Sell that. And that. That garbage. Rearrange again. And give me that food, all that food, and that food. I think that'll do it. All right, Tiny, are you close enough? Actually, I don't need these anymore. We'll sell those. And that, and that. And then Tiny. Barman still got 11. This is 10. All right, we'll sell that. Looks to be the most expensive one. 10.6. 10.6. These are both the same. I want to get rid of that because that's Hiver junk. The Canyon Yards Killer. Reward 10K. Well, I'm not a bounty hunter. And I don't really need money. So you got 11.23. We can sell that garbage. 8.80. That's about all we can sell. These two things, we don't need them any longer. All right. That will conclude our business. Let's see if there's another bar, I'll go to it. If not, we'll just wait till morning. Of course, this is a bar. Yeah, I think that's the only other one. What is this? All right, general store. All right, let's go to the... Have all of you guys come over here. Right by the door. And then, Joe, you run inside to see what we got in this bar. So... Mongrel Bar Patron, Mercenary. These are mercenaries. And Burn. Over here we have Brecht. Shrike is a tech hunter. Wearing sunglasses with red hair. Mercenary. Mongrel Bar Patron. You know, can I talk to you? Stranded in this dead-end town, and for what? Some puffed-up tech hunter rumor of AI cores and CPU units? Well, goodbye blue skies, goodbye sunlight, so long desert breeze. Now there's the sounds of the fog to listen to instead. Listen to that and you've got yourself a few sleepless nights. And don't even get me started on food. How much longer are the reserves going to last on this marooned island, eh? Ugh. Anyway, look. Anyway, looks like you're one of us now, eh? Welcome to the party. If you don't want to be a party pooper, don't talk about the fog. Or what's in it for that matter. The screeches and groans are enough of a reminder already. How long have you been here? Too long. Don't tend to keep track of the days in this place, but I'd say a year or so now. Long enough to start feeling the mongrel crazy, at least. Why don't you leave? Oh, I want to, believe me, but every single time I pluck up the courage, my dear old brother's tortured screams echo in my mind. And that's when I remember that perhaps a lack of sunlight and the odd back pain grumble from Crumble John, he was in the other bar, Crumble John, isn't such a bad thing after all. Not compared to my fate that lurks in the fogs. I mean, sure, it's easy to throw out suggestions, Captain Obvious, but talking about it is much easier than doing it. Then allow me to drag you out of here with me. Well, you got a nice-ass crowd following you, and you all made it here in one piece. That's something. But is enough, I wonder? She grows silent, and she fidgets around the scar on her hand. Ah, to the abyss with it. I might never get another chance. She joined us? What has she got? You know, I say she just because of the breasts. But looking at the face, that could go either way. A pole arm. Well, she's got her own food. They're chew sticks, mind you. And some crappy armor. All right, let's have Joe buy the food from this place. Ferdinand, take that, and that. Thank you very much. And that looks like that's going to be it. Let's go back out here. See if there's anything. It's daytime now. So I want to make sure that Ferdinand is the last one in this. And Shrike, let's look at your skill set. I want to pause that while we do this. All right, how do you get -1 in toughness? It's part of the armor she's wearing, maybe. I don't know. She's a Scorchlander. All right, she's got low skills, negative in crossbows, negative in precision, negative in swimming. I'm not sure how you get negative. Negative in armor smith. All right, so basically she's just a generic character with no special skills anywhere. But she is a Scorchlander. I'm gonna make Shrike. Where's she at? There she is. I'm gonna make her a martial artist. Maybe she can use some of this. No, I sold all of it, didn't I? Not all of it. I didn't have enough money to sell all of it. You don't have. You have just black and chain shirt. Okay. I want to give you black and chain mail. And that's the best. Don't have any armor to give you. But, Joe, let's sell this stuff. Ferdinand, they've got 23. Make it tiny. 7, 7, 6. Okay. Sell you, and you. No, not quite. All right, that's fine. There's a lot of stores here. We'll hit one here in a moment. It is daylight now. And everybody is healed. So let's go to... From here, the first store to hit is right here. I'm going to hit this store. We'll go inside. Actually, I'm just going to take Shrike inside. Because I need to buy anything with her. Everybody else is good as far as gear is concerned. Chainmail, wooden sandals, leather shirt, rusty, chain shirt, rusty. Okay, we don't need any of that. Martial arts +2, but there is absolutely no bonuses to it. I'm going to give her these samurai cloth pants because they seem better if I'm going to make her a martial artist compared to anything else I can get here right now. So we'll give them to her. And for armor, martial arts -4. Yeah, we definitely don't want that. Specialist, high grade, shoddy. Okay, so it's going to be this thing right here. I'll sell that. And for head, well, I did see a store in here. Ronin armor trader. All right, let's look at Ferdinand. Yeah, I want you to give that to Ferdinand. No room. That's not true. All right, let's try this again. Talk to him. Let's do business. You trade that because I don't want you to have that. I want you to be martial artist. And you do come with your own Lantern of Radiance, so that's pretty good. And perception +4. All right, that's enough from you out of there. What next? All right, so we came out of here. Let's go. Maybe you need some boots. I think they sell some boots in here. Yeah. Drifters would be what I get you if I'm going to get you anything, I think. Although, I kind of like these plated long boots also. Standard, specialist, high grade. Yeah, I think I'll get you these specialist plated long boots. Because it does not have 40. It's these are all 40% protection. But this one is 37, 56, 80, and this is not as good. Yep, I'll give you these. You can sell that. Now we just need to look at some better armor. I realize I just bought the army for you, but we can find some better. I know I saw an armor shop in here somewhere. Right here. Let's go take a look in here. All right, here we go. The question is, no, there's nothing for martial artists. So I think we'll just leave what you got for now. Yeah, that's the way to go. Get you some head coverage. Armored hood. -2. Nah, we don't want that. Standard, shoddy, standard. There's no negatives to this. This only gives you 4 perception and no armor whatsoever. So for now, standard. I'm gonna give you this, and we'll just sell these things. High grade, plated. Yep, these are better. All right. I got 125. All right, now what else is here? A sword shop. Well, I don't need a sword. And a bowman shop. I don't need any bows. I don't need any arrows. I think that's it. I think we can leave. Try to get Shrike back with us. Because we got a lot of research to do, and then I need to craft her armor. Is there a way? Where are we going? All right, I'm looking in that direction. All right, so we need to go the other way. We need to go this. There's an exit here. Is this it? What is over here? No, on here it looks like there's an exit down to the south, but it's not really. Unless, no. All right, well, this might be the only way in and out. No, here and here. I need to go out in this direction. So here. Everybody come down here. Shrike's in the lead. That's not ideal. I'm leaving no one behind. I'm not, so we're going to have to go around this way. I'm just going to click on... I'm going to click on this Hive Village. That'll keep us out of Holy Nation land, hopefully, and it'll keep us from going over area we've already covered. Let's see where they go. Okay. I forgot I didn't tell Shrike to walk the same speed as everybody else. Let's do this again. Stone. Everybody come back here, with the exception of Stone. You go there. And let's see how he does. One hit. Shrike. You come over here. Range and jobs. Off. Hold on. All right, Shrike, you attack this guy. You don't have any skill. Oh, I forgot. I took all these guys off a hold. Yeah, they went down fast. That was not really... All right. I don't even think Stone got injured at all. He did not. All right, everybody, let's continue on towards this Hive Village. Oopsie daisy. Okay, just take everybody off hold, with the exception of you guys, and then let you do your thing. If I can find something to click. There we go. Fog Death Yard 240 has been wiped out. Good enough. Let's continue on. Oh. Okay. Gather up again. Let's try something here. Let's do a military formation, see what that looks like. Let's move down here. I don't know what military that's supposed to be. But I guess we'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. We're leaving no one behind. Guess he wasn't interested. I wonder why they decide not to. Sometimes, look at that. They're just ignoring us. Maybe because they're going to church. Incinerating. Oh, that's inside the town. Okay, well, maybe when they're going to worship, they don't pay any attention to anything else. It is interesting, though. Thought I saw movement over here. There's some right there. Yeah, he's going to worship. I guess when they're going to worship, they don't interfere with you at all. Also, while I'm thinking about it, her strength is 4, and this relies on... Your strength is 44. Your strength is 50. Griffin. Let's start back here. Randy. 47, 47. 56, 33. Bataille is 48, 40, 50. Okay, 50, you give that to Shrike. Give that to Shrike. Shrike. And these weigh 4 and this weighs 9? Raw iron weighs 9, so you go there. And you and you. We'll go ahead and... I think... No room for that. Yep, not going to do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and move this over here. We still want Griffin to be encumbered a bit. All right, but we want Shrike. Now 89% encumbered. We want her to get her strength up because that helps martial arts. Oh, here we go. Let's let everybody do their thing. Shrike, girl, fight. I think the crossbowmen are taking them down pretty quickly. Yeah, she got beat up pretty badly, comparatively speaking. All right, let's press on. No blue dot left behind. Let me check Tiny's food. Tiny's okay for now. And I forgot to sell that last piece. That'll be all right. I think it looks like we're leaving this biome. And if I'm not mistaken, this is... I remember we came through here before. And there was gorillas and beak things. All right, her head got pretty beat up again. Pressing on. Definitely don't want to walk into a bunch of beak things with their AoE damage. All right, we're in Dreg. Is this where the dregs of society live? What are you? Holy Nation Outlaw. Takal. Sandy, but I'll do what I can. Sandy, go easy, will you? Burn. All this talk of the bug master in this day and age, it never gets old. Griffin, are you laughing at us? I can never tell with you. Burn, because skeletons laugh on the inside. We're too depressed to laugh on the outside. Griffin, can't you just reset or something when you get too depressed? Yes, but then we reset all our skills too. And that's how you end up with legends like Catlon. Forget the bug master. Igor, the stone golem, Ark. Who's Ark? Who's the Catlon? They don't compare to Catlon. I don't know who those people are they're talking about. Joe does not know. Growing up in Holy Nation land, a simple farmer as he did. Oh, what is this? Hungry bandits. Okay. We'll just get everybody to attack them. This won't take long. All right, pressing on. And I don't really want to go to the high village. I just want to go in that direction, not go through Holy Nation land. So what we're going to do, that's why everybody's still selected. I'll give it a try. I'll click right here back to our house. Of course, that's not going to work because we've been attacked by something right here. All right, let's do this first. Everybody's together. There's more right back there. But we'll press on. If they attack us, we'll handle them. Go back home. At least it stopped raining. You can hear the crickets and so forth and so on now. Makes me think of John Denver. And you're all too old to know who John Denver was. Or too young, I mean. I'm going to try... These are cannibals, so let's try Shrike and Stone. Let everybody else continue, and then we'll stop them here. See what happens. Stone, where are you going, buddy? Well, you're serious, aren't you? Where? No, that's too far. Dude, come on. I understand, but you don't need to go miles looking for trouble. Let's press on. Oh, what have we got here? Another cannibal. Let's try Shrike. She's got to learn. In fact, I want you two to be the only two that are not on hold. And that's what we got right now. Very good. We got to get you trained, some experience. You're still green. Got to get you blooded. Combat going on over here. This is another drifter. Let's see what this is. Escaped servant and hungry bandits. Okay. And what are you fighting, buddy? A fogman. Okay. I think he's going to win, though. I want Shrike to help. Come on, girl. Get some experience. And there's another one. All right, I want all of you guys just to stand right there. Let me see what she's doing. Ooh, she's not doing very well. But she's got to learn. Looks like her right... No, her right arm is good, but she's throwing with her left arm. Who are you guys fighting? Doesn't matter. Stone's going to come over to help. Good dodge, Stone. Oh, hit 117 with a kick. Whoa, you kicked his arm off. All right, heal her. Very good. You know what? This guy, Stone, do you have... Yeah, go heal this guy also. Stone is a weapon right now. He's going to need some more martial arts experience, but he's getting there. All right, you two, come over here. Shrike's going to need to lie down if she gets much more damage. Her wounds are accumulating. It looks like we're walking directly in the path where that big fight was earlier. Somewhere around in here. Not as much foliage in here as I thought there was going to be. Just the occasional trees. Oh, there's the village. The hive village. As it threw an autosave in there. What is your toughness? 5. Your martial arts are 0. You're actually at -1 because you're encumbered. All right. I don't want anything from these hivers. There's a... Is that the top of a town over in that? What would that be? Maybe the Shek ruins. What'd you say? Soldier dome. Flop, flop, flop. Oh, tee-hee. Oh, this isn't right. Escape servant. I don't know what he is thinking about. But I tell you what. Let me save this. Let's play it back up. Because I've got to go get some water. I'll be right back. All right. I don't think there's anything better in the world than cold water. I see a Grillo. And we're going to take 56, 52. Randy. No, Randy's already wounded. Beth. Go fight this Grillo. Let's see if you can do it. Who's just plain sneaky? The hivers may seem harmless enough, but don't let that fool you. Those guys are just plain sneaky. You tell them, Joe. No, the only good bug is a dead bug. Yeah, Beth's getting beat the heck up. And I see beak things over yonder. That's far enough. You guys can stop right there. because we're going to have to... Oh, Stone, I don't know about this. Stone, how can you do against a... How do you fare? Let's see. Oh, you're going to help her. Look at Shrike says, I'm stronger than this. That's the spirit, girl. I'm sorry. Beth. Different girl. Who is this? It is Beth. All right, so we're going to have Burn come and attack this thing. He needs some experience also. All right, Beth is up. Oh, she got close enough for the bowman. You hold for a moment. You come back and join the rest of the crew. Shrike's coming out to assist with her slow, overburdened self. Burn, what are you doing? Oh, you took him down. All right. I think the crossbowman did most of the damage. Shrike. Oh, you don't have any... I want you to go trade Stone and Burn. Come back here, Burn. You come down here. I also want to give Burn a first aid kit. Even though he's a skeleton, I want him to have a first aid kit. And you need to be on medic. There we go. And Shrike, I need you to have a first aid kit also. And I need you to be on medic. All right. Everybody's healed. Gather back around. What's fighting up here? Something fighting beat things. Speaking of beat things, I'm just going to click here again and see which direction these guys go. All right, they saw us. So I'm going to try Stone against this first beak thing. And Burn against the second one. Let's see how that works out for them. They don't like that. Come on. Did it just fall from the crossbows? No, it hasn't even been hit. All right, there you go. Now you guys just stop right there. Of course, Shrike is going to head out and see if she can help because she's not on hold. And I'm okay. Oh, didn't need it. Stone took him out. And barely got damaged. Burn and Crossbowman took this guy out. Okay. I think we're close enough back to the house. Yeah, we don't need to harvest their food. Let's press on. We're going to have to fight some more of them, I'm sure. I can see some in front of us. Quite a few. There's a nest. Let's go this way. Oh, we got one. Oh, we got two. All right, Stone, you're going to do it again, buddy. Stone, you take this guy. And Burn, you take that guy. Oh, and Joe, you take that guy. Moo, that guy. And you four, come back here. Get out of that mess. And Griffin, you take that guy. Yeah, we just area of effect. I played this badly. Shrike. Ooh, you're really hurting, girl. That's okay. The crossbowmen are worth look at their weight in gold, you see? They took them all down. Let's just press on through here now. Oh, where'd you come from? You are brand new. All right, Burn, take care of this guy. Shrike's going to come out and help. Didn't need it. All right, get back in here. Yeah, we're hurting. Definitely going to need to get home and heal as quickly as possible. Else we're going to have to stop and do it. I don't necessarily want to stop and do it. Let's take a gander. Well, maybe we're not as bad as I thought. Bath is pretty bad. Stone is pretty bad, and Shrike is the worst. But we're still a fighting force, so let's press on. This is acid water? No. Oh, wait. Okay, we're not in acid. And I think if we get atop this hill, we'll be out of Gorillo and Beak Thing territory. Yeah, we're in the Sten Desert. That's home for us. Good time for more water. I see some movement right here on the other side of this. Lost a drone. Don't want nothing to do with bugs. I always think that's a sea urchin. Like this used to be a giant sea at one time, and that was just at one time a live sea urchin type creature. I knew I saw movement to the left. It's caravan. Can I talk to any of them? Yeah, but I don't think they... Yeah, we're almost back home. We can make our own food. I don't really need anything. That might be Squin. Oh, no, that's Shark? Or maybe the way station. Yeah, probably the way station. Because Shark would be down in the swamp, so we wouldn't be able to see it. And of course, we're moving at the speed of probably Shrike, which is 5 miles per hour. She's going to be the slowest one, I imagine. Yeah, absolutely. 5 miles per hour. Okay. But we can still be jumped at any point along here. There's the two twin cities there's the shack that we saw before. I don't remember what they were actually called though. Oh, maybe Last Stand. I don't know. Another caravan. And this is probably these are either regular Shek, Berserkers, or Kral's Chosen. Let's see. If they're Kral's Chosen or Berserkers, they might attack us. They're Kral's Chosen. They might attack us. We'll see. I'm not going to make any attempt to go out of their way because I believe we can handle them. And it'll be a good experience if they jump us. Okay, they've thought better of it, which is and we already see our home. So they chose correctly because we would have wiped the floor with them, I do believe. This is probably Shek Patrol. Yep. Speaking of which, nothing upcoming, all right? It's been a while since we've been here. We'll have everybody just gather right there to start with. Then I've got to assign jobs again. Although I'm not sure how many jobs I have to assign. We did use an awful lot of bolts, but they still have an awful lot left. So let's look and see our bolt box. Yeah, they're basically full. So everybody's grabbing food. All right, now let's see. You're on jobs. Move. Are you going to go back to jobs? We want to turn everybody off hold. Griffin, go do your jobs. Well, for now, we'll just say yes. I'm not sure we need plate beating. But I do need to build some armor for Shrike. Shrike went to lie down. That's good. Although she's almost healed just from the long walk back. Jobs. Everybody that has a job, get back on your job, and I'll sort it out later. Burn, you're new, and Shrike, you're new. You don't have jobs. Okay. Since I want to give you Masterwork Ninja Rags, Martial Arts, basically, I want to give Shrike the same thing that Stone has. So, who is our Armorsmith? 57. I think it was Randy. Yeah, 91. All right, Randy, you come in here. But, wait, those things are made... You come in here, Randy. Yeah, because I think those things are made on the cloth bench. Ninja Rags. Yeah, right there. All right, we'll put that on repeat. I see they're fighting someone. But Randy... What are they fighting? Berserkers. We'll just let them do their thing. Okay. And then, Randy, you come back in here, please. I want you to make Ninja Rags. So get off the heavy armor and work that. We don't need the heavy armor smithy at the moment. We need Ninja Rags. Also, let's look at what, if anything, was left. Armor storage. What do you have, Stone? All right. We don't have any excess weapons. I would have melted everything down. Randy, you just continue to work on that. Now, we need someone to work on Shrike's boots. So who else has good armor? 65, 78 for Kang. Looks like it's going to be Kang. 89 for Beth. And 91 for Randy. He's working it right now, though. All right, so Beth is 89. She's going to be the one. Beth, come over here. Go inside. Work on this heavy armor. We want boots. Plated long boots. And you can start work on that. There you go. While Randy works on this. Have you already made one, Randy, and stuck it up here? Yeah. And it's specialist, so that's not good enough. We want masterwork. Shrike, I guess you're done. What are you doing? How is she working robotics? No, wait. That's not what I thought it was. Ruka is working at Shrike. Let's turn that off. There we go. I guess robotics... is how the people with limbs heal themselves, but also this is a robotics bench for skeleton limbs. Now let's bring the animals over here and let's get this research. put those books in there. I think that's the only thing. The only books. There we go. There we go. That's the only research that you have, Ferdinand. I don't know if Tiny has any. No. Yeah, you got 6 books, Tiny. Come over here. Let's put those 6 books in there. I know you don't need them. All right, now, what kind of research can we do? Definitely want to do skeleton legs, I think, probably above anything else. Yeah, before I do anything else, I want to do these skeleton legs. These extra durable. I first got to have skeleton legs, so let's get that out of the way. And then we want extra durable legs. Okay, I see extra strong arms, but not extra strong legs. Advanced high tech. This is going to take 2 AI cores, and that's all I have left. Let's let this finish. All right, who's doing my research? Sonia. You're working on that. Let's let that finish, and then we'll see what else we can do. Let's also check and see what the food situation is. We've been going a while. Yeah, we definitely need to get that food cooking. And I thought Ruka at one time was my cook, but I think I may have moved her over to... Who's got the best cooking skill? Swift, who's also farming. Batai, who's also farming. Ruka, yeah, 75 for Ruka. I think that's going to be it. Okay, Ruka, what are you doing right now? I don't need you to do that right now. I need you to come over here. What have you got in your backpack? Skeleton limb. That's fine. Come over here and let's burn it down. Boom, boom. Okay, now you come back over here and you work the stove first and then the bread. Okay. And I want the stove to be making Dustwich. That's exactly right. So what does it say for Ruka? Aimless, because there is no cactus. So we got to wait till we get a haul of cactus in. This will be wheat straw. This will be cactus. Yep. So who's working the cacti? Batai. Where is Batai? Oh, right there. He's working them. Doesn't have a whole lot of room though. There, we'll give him some room. Now Ruka's making. All right, that'll catch up eventually. Although I do have an extra person. While I'm thinking about this, let's regenerate these skeleton limbs. I think this goes to 290. So we'll have Joe get his one point back up. There we go. Now go do what you were doing. Griffin, 260. That might be all it goes to. Let's see. Yeah, 260. You're already good. 245 might be all that goes to also. Yep, you're good. 195. Good. You 200 is your. Let's get you regen back up to 200. All right, there you go. Shrike doesn't have anything, and I don't think any of these guys have skeleton limbs. They do not. All right, are we making food? I think we're getting there. All right, skeleton legs are complete. I think I'm going to have to go for extra durable legs. Even though that's going to take the 2 AI cores we have. We need... I got to have skeleton arms to get these. And skeleton arms is going to take 2 AI cores. I think I'm going to do the arms because then that'll open up everything. And then the next AI cores we get. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. And since that's going to take all our AI cores, I might as well look at what else we have. Hydroponic vegetables. Let me look at something here. What does it take for food cube? Bread and green fruit. So I need to be able to make green fruit, which is hydroponic vegetables. To be able to make the food cubes, they are the best that you can make as far as nutritional value versus size. And this takes 4 ancient... We got plenty of... Let's do that. And might as well do wheat straw. No, I'll wait. We'll see what else. Let's go advanced weapon grade 5. And I don't care about the training. Which means we'll go with steel bars 3 and iron plates 4. We're going to go with automatic flour grinding. One ancient science book. Yeah, we'll do that. One ancient science book. We'll do that. And we'll do that. Even though we've got plenty of power, 7,500. We'll let all this run, and then we'll see what happens. Randy, how have you done? Have you got me that ninja rag? Masterwork ninja rag right there. Okay, let's pause because we want to stop you. This will be the last one you build. Turn off repeat queue. We want to grab Shrike, have her run over here and get that clothing, that armor. Of course, she's going to be very slow. That's okay. Her strength is up to 14. And we'll take this masterwork. Drop this off in there. All right. Go back down here, do whatever you need to do. And I forget, who was the other one? Not Ruka. Was it Kang? 89. Wish 89. So Beth has 89 and Kang has 89. No, 70. He's got 78 in armor. All right, Beth, you were supposed to be making something over here. Come back in here, please. You were making those boots. What happened? Do you not have storage? No? Why did you quit making them? Heavy armor smithy. Here, let's get rid of that job and then assign it again. Specialist. Oh, there's masterwork right there, so never mind. You can't wear boots, so it doesn't matter. All right, Shrike, come back and grab these boots. We can turn off Beth. This will be the last one she makes. Let's get these plated masterwork plated long boots. Something like that. Yeah, you can have that. We'll drop these in here. Drop that in there. And Ferdinand, run over here, please. These inferior product. No room. What are you talking about? There's no room. One, two, three. All right, it doesn't matter. Let's just melt this stuff, destroy this stuff. We'll make room for you. Melt, 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 melt. Grab the rest of it. Wow. Okay. That takes care of all of that. I don't think we need... I need Tiny to come over here. Let's replenish your bolts. I think that'll be plenty. Are we getting ahead? We had 2 solid rows. Yeah, now we're on our 3rd row. We are getting ahead with food again. And now that she has this and this, we now need to make her blackened martial artist binding. Let me look at this. Yeah, martial artist binding. Okay, so Randy, come over here. We want... I'm pretty sure it's here. Yeah, right there. Can you make that, buddy? Let's take you off of this and put you on this. All right, you went to dump something. What did you go to dump? That, Masterwork Grade Ninja. We'll just leave that here for now. I only need you to make one of these. I don't need this to be on... because there's no quality that you just make them or you don't. So just make one of those and we'll be good. Shrike can have that. Water, water, water. Too big, no long. All right, he's done. So let's trade with him. You take that and put that there. Put that there. Now, I want to give you Masterwork Samurai cloth pants, which means I don't think that's... Here we go. Just keep making them till you get Masterwork, buddy. Ferdinand. Let's melt this down. Very good. Also, Ferdinand, I want you to come... Where's the bread basket? Right there. Put bread in there. Yeah, it looks like cactus is the holdup, but it's coming fairly steadily. Like I said, we don't have too much. We don't have too little. We started off with just shy of 2 rows. Now we're up almost done with our 3rd row, so we are getting ahead. And that's all I really want. I want to produce a small amount of excess. I don't know if I showed this on video, but obviously I upgraded the mineral mines here to automated. mostly automated. They only take one. Well, nobody. We're full is what the problem is. We're full. We don't need any more right now because everything that Shrike needs, Randy's making is cloth, with the exception of the boots. And I may give you a flared helmet. Yeah, 90%. Yeah, we're gonna have Beth make a flared helmet. I think it's made on this. Right there, flared helmet. All right, let's make one of those, Beth. What did you drop off? Boots, masterwork grade boots. Specialist, specialist, specialist. Ferdinand. Let's take these. And that. No room, you say. BS. There we go. Get rid of these inferior products. I could take them and trade them for money, but I've got enough money that I don't need to do that. There's a point in this game where money doesn't mean anything, and I've already reached it. And really, I didn't have to buy food. We could have easily went and killed animals. There's a masterwork helmet, so you can stop Beth. We'll just stop you cold turkey since you're not too far along on that thing. There you go. And then we'll have Shrike go get that helmet. She's eating a sandwich. Masterwork grade. Thank you very much. Ferdinand, take that inferior product again, please. Shrike is almost there. She just needs the masterwork grade cloth pants and she'll have the same uniform as Stone, but I do want to move Burn one forward. So that we've got these two martial artists side by side. Specialist. Ferdinand, take that. Take both of them. Advanced battery capacity. All right, did you already do the next level of... There's masterwork, so we can stop Randy. Take him off the clothing bench. And get rid of that. Shrike, pick that up, please. And your masterwork, and martial artist bindings. That's good. So that's everything you need. Now let's have you... I want you to do what Stone is doing. But I want Stone to stop. And the reason I had Stone walking this far out to get this iron is because I was training his... Remember, he used to be loaded down so that his strength would get up. But now I want Shrike to do that. It's not arbitrarily training. She's actually doing something, but I'm making her walk a greater distance while she's doing it. So she's getting her strength up, but she's actually contributing. And that's the way I like to do it. Bird, what are you doing? Nothing? You're aimless, of course. I'll wait till we're full on food again. Sonia, I wanted to know if you did research. Yeah, you already did. So we've already got the higher tier. Let's take a look. Let's go back in here. Look at the weaponsmith. All right, so right now what we have is edge type 3, and that's one level up from what we can actually craft. All right, now we go to Gardas Katana. Where are we at? 132 is what we can make, so I think it'll go one higher. 132 is what we have, but we'll see. Stone, you went to bed, buddy? Okay. Let's have Randy. No, that's armor. Who's the weaponsmith? I want to say it was, I don't remember. I don't want to say I don't remember. I really don't remember. The weaponsmith was... Oh, it's here. It was one of these guys, Gecko. Yeah, Gecko is the weaponsmith. All right, Gecko, come in here, buddy. Let me see what we've got. Gardas Katana, and that is repeat. Let's see what you can make. Go do that. Of course, you put your weapon down. That's fine. And now we've got 9,000 battery. We went from 7,500 to 9,000 with that last research. Now we're increasing battery capacity again. How close are you, Gecko? You're doing well. All right, we need fabrics and steel bars. And steel bars are full. And fabrics... We got some fabrics right here. They're full. Very good. Now we can now make Joe's operating machine. Where are you at, Joe? I don't see you. Oh, you're over here. Okay, I want you to come. Let's see what we can build as far as farming. Hydroponic vegetables. We can build that. And eventually, we are going to switch over to hydroponics. But not right this moment. I had Papa John's for lunch, and well, for whatever reason, that has really left me thirsty. Probably because I drink Coke with it instead of water. I'm looking around and see. Sometimes you see some wandering bone dogs or spiders, and that would be good for Shrike's training. Although a lot of times I will take a training squad and head over to where the nomads live. There's a nomad village. I think somewhere in this area, maybe here. I don't remember exactly. Maybe here. But there's a nomad village, and there's a lot of big things over there. So that it's self-sustaining because they provide meat. And sometimes I'll take anywhere from 5 to 8 people over there just for training purposes and to help thin the herds. And don't really need meat at the moment, but when you're over there, it means you don't have to run back here to get food. You can just cook the food there. Shrike's up to 16 on strength. $70, $71, $72, and she's going up. Her racial bonus is negative 0.9 on strength training, but that's okay. She'll get there. Oh, speaking of spiders, look right here. There's 3 of these. So I'm going to send her and Stone up here. Of course, Stone is going to get here first. Now, the thing about spiders is they're very deadly. You can easily lose a limb to spiders. Okay, Stone, especially when it's more than one-on-one, but we're going to go ahead and throw him in there. And I want to throw Burn in because he needs some experience. Of course, everybody's going to come help. What happened here? I didn't even see these bone dogs attacking. All right, well, let's see what happened to Stone. He got hit, but not bad. Shrike didn't even make it up there in time. She's so slow. That's fine. Everybody go back about your job. Where are you going? Operating machine? Okay. You're going to drop off some ore is what you're going to do. Burn. I know you don't have anything to do, so we'll just leave you there. I do want Ferdinand and Tiny to come back here. Well, Tiny's already back here. And you guys, come back down here. Here's the thing. Wish, you're always blocking the doorway. So let's go ahead and upgrade that. Automatic loom, cotton, and hemp. Sonia will run over there, and there she is. She's working on it already. The spiders might get up. In fact, they might have already did and ran off because they're not here anymore. All right, looking around. I don't see anything else moving out there. All right, automatic cotton. That means you don't have to block the door anymore. Wish. Oh, I got to build them. Can I upgrade them? No, I think I actually have to build them. Okay, so Joe. Crafting automatic cotton auto loom. Yeah. All right, so what is this one? Wish, if you'd get inside, I could see. All right. That's a hemp loom. That's what we want to build, but we'll wait till it's finished. We're not using cotton here. We're using hemp. Because cotton doesn't grow in the desert here. Notice he sits right in the doorway, blocking it. And that's mostly my fault because of where I built it. But that's okay. We'll build this automatic loom here in a moment, and I'll move it back. There we go. All right, come in here, Joe. Let me turn off this, whatever this stuff is. Where are you going? Ditching resources? Yeah, that's fair. You don't need that iron anymore. Go ahead and ditch it. And then come back here. All right, now I want you to build an automatic loom for hemp. And I want you to put it right. Rotate. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I want you to put it right there. Thank you. As soon as that's completed, I'll turn this Wish off of this one. Wish was also doing some cooking, as you can see. Let's get rid of all that for now. And Wish can go back to... There you go. All right, so let's get rid of this hemp machine. Reset you, and then put you on this hemp machine. There we go. And in the meantime, take any hemp we have out of here and here, okay? And then I can delete this machine. Oh, it says upgrade. I could have upgraded it. Well, now I know. We'll just go ahead and dismantle it instead. All right. We got 3 iron plates. Joe, come in here and pick up these 3 iron plates. 1, 2, 3. And then he will go and dispose of them. There you go. He put them in here. Don't see anything moving. Strikes up to 19 strength. Very good. A long way from where she was when she started. And she's not doing anything special. She's still contributing, just doing a normal thing. But I think I'm going to... Well, I've got 8 minutes left, so I'm not going to do anything right now. But maybe in the next episode, I'm going to make a training squad and go out there and do some training. How's our food coming along? Yep. Still moving ahead. I think everybody is up to speed. I don't think anyone is injured. But we did train. Let me take a look at the skeleton legs here. All right, so we were doing the economy stuff. That's not what we want anymore. We want actual skeleton arms and skeleton legs. So who was doing my robotics? You know what? Burn. Burn should be the guy that does that. Yeah, because he's got a ratio. He's got a plus 1.2. And I know he's just starting fresh. But let's have him start. Let's see what they need, though. So for a skeleton leg, it needs robotics components. We got to get this out of here. Come in here, Burn. And let's get rid of that. There we go. So it needs a robotics component and electrical component. Okay, so to build robotics components, we got to get this out of here also. Hold on. We need a motor and a skeleton muscle. All right, so we build that. We need a motor and a skeleton muscle. So we drop that. To motor, we need electrical, and okay. And then we'll build a skeleton muscle after that. Let's see how this works on repeat. So Burn, we want you to build this and then that. Let's see how this works. You build the motor, and then after the motor, you build the muscle, and then you go over here with a... we got to build the robotics component. Okay, then after that, you build the robotics component. Let's see how this works. He really needs a backpack. Let's just drop that out of the way. Who you guys fighting? Spiders. No biggie. Let's see if you're going to lie down. Nope, you don't even consider it worth your time to go lie down. All right. Who are you guys? They look like Shaq, but we'll see. Yep. Moo, you might ought to lie down. Are you going to lie down? Nope, not even you. Actually, I'm going to force you to, because that's an arm. Well, where are you going? Come and lie down, because that's an arm. We don't want you losing an arm. Hot Longs, I'm going to make you lie down also. Just because I can. I know you're tough and you don't want to. We'll do it anyway. All right, back to Burn. He's still working. We'll move this over here and lock it. All right, he's almost done with the motor. Okay, so now he's got the motor. All right, press. He doesn't have the press. So after the motor, you need to build a press. Get off of that and go back to here. It's empty. Yeah, I know it's empty. You need to build a press. Let me look at this again. Get rid of the skeleton muscle. Go back to the press. All right, electrical components, motor, press. All right, you're going to build robotics components. Yep, let's do this again then. Since I missed one stage. All right, to build this thing, you need robotics components and electrical components. All right, so to build robotics components, you need a muscle and a motor. So the first thing you need, boom, muscle and a motor. Okay, and then to build the muscle, you need a press. So before you can build the muscle, you need a press, then the muscle, then the motor. Let's see if that's what I'm missing. All right, so he's working again. He's building a press. Hot lungs and moo, you can get up now, I do believe. Yeah, absolutely. Get up. Get up. Go do your thing. Gecko, you're still working on those weapons. How are they coming along? 132, 132, 132, 149. That's what we're looking for, edge. And unfortunately, you stuck this in there, and I don't want it in there. So let's... Ferdinand, can you take that, and then we'll put it in here so it doesn't accidentally get deleted. And this we can delete, because we don't need it. We're going to make 149. So let's go ahead and melt that down. All right. Now take the rest of this garbage. Move you over here. 132. Oh, another edge walker or edge type 1. 132, 132, 132. And this is, I'll save it for now. But we can probably make a better one. Oh, you're out of range. Come back here, buddy. Come on. All right, there you go. Now, melt, 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 melt. Thank you very much. All right, now, Joe has 183. Moo has 132. So we'll have Moo come and get one of the 149s. And then we'll have Griffin come and get one of the 149s. All right, Griffin got there first, so you can have that, and we'll put that up there. And go back and do your thing. Now Moo's here. Moo can have that. We'll put that there, and then you go back and do your thing. And keep going, Gecko. You know, Randy is aimless. Do I have another? I do, right here. Nope, that's armor smithy. Nope, I've only got the one weaponsmith, which is fine. It doesn't take too long to build these katanas. Are you still working, Burn? Yes, you are. You're still working on the skeleton muscle. All right, now that we're using these electronics, is there anybody working on electronics? Yeah, I hear you. Is this my electronics bench? Yeah. And then we have 25 in here. Yeah, we're good. There's 13 in there. Who was my electrician, which is science? It was Sonia. Sonia's at 85. Sonia, come over here and work this bench, please. Get you off the plate beating station. Even though there's no plate beating going on. We need you to work that. Now, who is... All right, we're full on copper. That's good. Burn, you're still working this. Yep, you've got the muscle. Now you're working on the motor. Looking good, looking good. He's running to get some more electronics. Looks like you're working on a skeleton muscle, but you're working on the motor. All right, well, I'm going to save it here, and I'll probably just let this continue. Until we've got all the weapons built, because that's all I'm waiting for at this stage. Is I'm going to be able to upgrade all the katanas and the 5 cleavers. Well, all the cleavers, not just the short cleavers, but all of them. And that's really, we're just going to be sitting here at the camp doing that. And I don't think there's, occasionally we'll get attacked by some wild animal or some such, like we're doing right now. But I'll wait till all that's done, and that's when I'll start the next one. Until then, adios.